It's no surprise that college tuition has been increasing since the 1980s. However, according to a report from College Board, a nonprofit organization created to expand access to a higher education, private universities increased their tuition and fee prices at a slower rate since the mid-1980s through 2018. From 1987 to 1997, the price of tuition and fees increased on an average by 3.1%. In the next decade, tuition and fees increased by 2.9%. And from 2007 to now, tuition and fees increased by only 2.4% at private institutions. Although tuition costs are rising, the rate at which they are rising has been decreasing throughout the decades. William Penn University is no exception to these increases, as Bonnie Johnson, Vice President for Financial Operations, explains why William Penn University's tuition will be increasing for the next school year by roughly 2.5%.
Well, as you know, costs about everywhere are rising every year. We do have to increase tuition to cover increase in costs on the campus that we might incur as far as payroll costs or benefit costs and things like that.
In addition, Johnson continues, explaining where tuition costs are spent the most at William Penn University.
At William Penn, our total budget is approximately $25 million. Of that $25 million, $10 million is for payroll. So $10 million pays for salaries and benefits for our faculty, staff, coaches. We do have some newer buildings on campus, which we have some interest and depreciation expense on those buildings. We have utilities expense on those buildings. We have repairs on all of our buildings. But by far the largest percentage of our budget goes to pay for salaries of our personnel.
Although universities have been increasing their tuition fees every year, John Otteson, the president of William Penn University, thinks the cost of a higher education is well worth the price.
If you look at it as an investment over the course of a lifetime, if you have a college degree compared to not having a degree, you'll earn $1 million more. If somebody told you now, you give me $5,000 a year for the next few years, I'll guarantee you $1 million, we would do that in a heartbeat.
Attending a four-year university, although is expensive, it can be extremely rewarding to graduates obtaining a bachelor's degree. With programs like financial aid and work study, as well as scholarship money, grants, and loans, can make a higher education more attainable than one thinks. For WPNN, this is Alexis Corona.